Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I promise you guys a comprehensive combo tutorial, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I want to show you the ins and outs of this deck, how it plays, how it performs, and basically how it's going to go in the coming future. So yeah, let's just get straight into this. So this is a 60 card pile, so we're just going to power shuffle this boy up and see what we draw. So bear with me here, as if you want, you just skip right past my shuffling. But I just want to be as authentic as possible. I don't want to be like, oh, he just made the perfect hand. No, I want to show you guys what his deck does. And it's just a really fun, comprehensive deck, ultimately. Like I said, it is a very hard deck to learn. Once I show you a shuffled hand, I'm going to go through like individual like one card combos in hand and then go from there. But because there is a lot of garnets in the deck, I do want to show you what hands look like. I don't want to just lie to you and be like, oh, this is what a 2-card does, and I didn't draw any of like the trap cards that you can draw in the hand. No, that doesn't make much sense. In some hands, you are just going to have garnets, but that's fine because, again, we're made to be consistent, and we're made to like have multiple starters in hand to play through hand traps. So let's do this. There's only a couple hand traps that stop us, and that being Droll and Lockbird. That's the only real hand trap that stops us. Maybe like Indominus plus Nib or something, but honestly, this deck does play through mostly everything but Droll. But yeah, that's my shuffle, and let's do this. So I'm gonna power shuffle there, and okay, bam. Let's see what we get. First card, Called by the Grave. Okay. Second card, Rollerballer. Third card, Fiendish Beast. Fourth card, Foxy Tune, full combo. And then the fifth card, X card. So this is an interesting hand. We have two cards that require a discard, which is not the greatest. However, this is full combo. And we can use the X card to discard something else later. So let's go with it. So these cards are basically just used. Oh, it's basically just Foxy Tune and a full combo. So let's do this. We're going to activate Foxy Tune. In this hand, we're going to pitch the Rollerballer and spell summon from deck a Zeomin. Zeomin, luckily, can pay 600 life points to add our hand. If we think our opponent has Droll, we would get our lovely Shirakusai. But I kind of just show you what this deck can do in combo, so we'll get ourselves a lovely Ogre Dance. Luckily, we drew the one of Called in a 60 card deck, which is hilarious. We'll activate the Ogre Dance, get itself engrave, to add to our hand a Shirakusai as our normal summon. So we're just looking. Hey Shirakusai, how you doing? We're gonna normal summon it, pay 600 life points in order to fusion summon, using those two away. Put that there. We'll make ourselves the Rising Carp. Rising Carp effect can now attribute itself. Spell summon out 2 punks from deck. This will usually always be Deerno and lovely Wagon, because Wagon can get you a field spell. However, if you already open Wagon or you already open a field spell, you would go for Madam Spider here. Same thing goes if you already opened the level 5 in hand, you would just go for Madam Spider and Wagon. Vice versa. Whichever one you open, there you go with that. Now you will, of course, pay 600 life points to get yourself a lovely field spell, which we'll do now. Hey y'all, lovely field spell here, allows us to draw 2. Great card. We'll now, with this hand, I gotta look at it because I kind of forgot what's in here. We will Synchro Summon these 2 away. We'll make ourselves a lovely Jam Dragon Drive. Jam Dragon Drive will be Chain Link 1. And lovely Deer Note will be Chain Link 2. We'll reborn the Shirakusai onto our field. This is paying 600 life points once again. We'll add ourselves a Madam Spider. And then we'll draw a random card off the Extreme Jam session, which is absolutely amazing. When the new combo comes out, we can just slap an XYZ here and get a 3rd draw, which feels really good. Or just keep it as a negate. We'll draw a random card. It's another incoming machine. We'll activate it just to thin out our deck. All this does is add him to hand. So now I guess we have 2 discards, which is kind of cool. We're not going to use him to the end of the combo. We're not going to spell summon using our field spell. Banishing any punk from grave. We're going to use the Ogre Dance in grave. We don't want any lights and darks in there for our lovely, lovely opponent to Bisteel. It doesn't really matter. It banishes for cost, so it's fine. We'll pay 6. Add ourselves a lovely, lovely trap card. And then our field spell will trigger again to draw us a card. So let's see what we draw. Okay, it's an Avarice. Cool. That means we can shuffle back some stuff at the end of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have plenty to go through, so that's actually pretty good. We can do it now if we want. Do I do it now? Maybe. Maybe want to save it for later. Let me think here. So we have our materials, so we can make a Synchro 11 if we want, which would always be the other guy, or we're going to use these two for a rank 3. I think we can go for the Synchro 11, just because it's a good card. I wish he negates, but it's fine. He's like a board wipe. We'll use these two. Bop, bop. Make ourselves the Synchro 11. There you go. How you doing? I'll lower this real quick just so you have a better view. We can Avarice, because why not? But I kind of want to do the full combo and just see what we draw into. So, we're not going to Avarice just yet. Do we though? We can Avarice to... We want you on field who gives us the vanilla. We kind of don't want to draw into it. We'll just activate X card. We'll activate X card, pitching this Fiendish Beast, which we have an extra copy of, to then add to our hand the vanilla. Hey y'all, it's vanilla. Now, this is usually where we go for Goblin, but because we actually open the X card combo, we can actually go for our lovely, lovely X card. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Using these two, we'll go into lovely, lovely X card. X card effect will detach. You always want to keep this as material, just because when you activate your counter trap, you will be able to reborn it. We'll spell summon from the deck. Lovely, lovely Gigarad. Gigarad can now activate, pitching the vanilla to spell summon a Materiactor from deck. The reason why you pitch the vanilla is because if you pitch any other card from hand, the Gigarad only summons the vanilla from deck. Now we'll summon out a lovely, lovely Zapwing from deck. Hey, Zapwing. Zapwing effect will not only add the counter trap to hand, but also reborns the vanilla. So that's 3 materials there. Really, really great stuff. We're going to use you two. This is our hand, by the way. To now go into our lovely, lovely Goblin Biker. And now we're going to do Goblin Biker things. Goblin Biker effect allows us to add to hand Doug. Hey, Doug. And now we just pop off with Doug. Now, I will say I might have misplayed by doing it this way, because we don't have a way to get the counter, we have a lot of cards we want to set, but not enough zones. That's the one thing about this deck. Sometimes you just pop off so hard, you got to choose what you're going to keep in hand. We'll activate lovely, lovely Doug, spell summon itself by detaching. Doesn't really matter which material at this point. And then Doug effect will add a lovely, lovely Grand Entrance to hand. And then we'll activate Grand Entrance. Detaching, spell summoning from adds the hand, then spell summons it. That goes to grave. You can now use these two for a lovely, lovely. We'll go for you. Chariot Carry. We'll activate Chariot Carry. Doesn't matter what we detach, but you usually want to go for the mean merciless, just so you have another material. We'll add to hand our lovely, lovely Better Luck Next Time. And we will not use the Foolish Burial effect, because we're on a smaller count of Gold Pride monsters. If we Foolish Burial the Nitro head now, that means we only have 2 Carry and 2 Leon in deck. And if we draw into a Leon in our combo, or when we search out the Carry in our combo, we won't have 3, so our trap will be dead. So because of that, we're just going to not Foolish Burial. So we have 6 cards in hand, and we have still plenty to do. Let's see. The problem is activating this, because once we activate this, this is just stuck here, and then we have to only set 4, and we have a lot of things we want to set. So that is the ultimate issue. We have so much, we're getting stuck, but that's fine. We'll activate this card in Graveyard. We will banish it to detach the Dug off you. And then it adds itself back to hand because of this. So now when we use its Reborn effect, we'll be able to summon it out and just keep going. However, if you notice, our zones are full. So because of that, slap these two together. And we'll get ourselves a lovely, lovely dude. And now we have more zones to play with. We will spell summon you now from the graveyard by detaching, and this is important, you always want carry and grave. So detach carry, spell summon it onto the field. Do it like this so you can see the material. And then this will trigger, spell summoning out you from hand. And we can keep going. So now with these two, we will make ourselves Leviathan. Leviathan will detach. Oh no, Leviathan just on summon adds another trap to hand. See, we're just spoiled on trap cards. See, we only have 4 abilities and we can set like 5 already. We're not even done searching. Now, with these, we'll detach. Shuffle you back into the extra deck. Whoop. I might have misplayed this again. That's fine. Because now, how am I getting you? Well, I activate. Why did I activate you yet? No, I didn't. Because I haven't added any gold prod yet. We'll activate you. Add carry to hand. Carry will add another trap. Hey, carry. Spell summon carry effect. Get ourselves a lovely, lovely you. And use you two for a Gossip Shadow. And then, if we wanted to, we can keep going. However, I think we ran out of space. Special summon. And then setting our lovely, lovely trap. And now we have to make a decision on what we're also setting. So, we only have 3 slots of mating, and we have 5 cards we can set. We definitely set the counter trap. I think we definitely set the Virtue Stream. Now it's a debate between Call By, Dangerous Gabu, and the Gold Pride card. I'm going to assume we use Call By. Let's just say we used it earlier in the turn. Now it's between these two. Personally, because of how clogged our zones are, I would set the Dangerous Gabu as an imperm. However, this card is just so good that it might just be okay. However, because we don't have the rank up trap, because we weren't able to weave it into our combo because we just ran out of space on field, I think we still just set the imperm. So we go there. That's the end of the turn. Oh, we might as well draw 5. Why not? Let's shuffle back some guys. Let's shuffle back. What do we want to shuffle back? Honestly, I think we just save it for next turn. So that is our end board. Our opponent's turn. They start. We'll activate this. Tributing. Summoning from deck. Oh, lovely, lovely dude. And yeah, this is a pretty insane board. So we have a board wipe, a negate, a negate, a negate, a negate, double pop, and a negate. That's pretty fucking good. Plus, follow up. And we draw for turn, and that is the almond. So if we didn't think we could pop extrav, shuffle back all our cards, and then draw 2 new cards. And just keep going from there. So yeah, that was just a little hand tutorial. I was just kind of figuring it out as it goes. That's the one thing with this deck. You gotta figure out which cards you're going into as it goes. Because zone placement is probably the hardest thing about this deck. The combo tutorial is kind of easy once you learn the combos, which I want to go over now. This is kind of just me showing you a hand of greatness and me just playing through what we get off our draws. However, with this deck in particular, it really does come down to where you get cards and when you use them. So basically, it's like your zones do matter. This is like the deck that will place every zone will be filled. The field spell zone, the back row, all your monsters. And if you were playing a link deck, shit, even your opponent's extra deck would be covered. But this is one of those decks that's like, hey, look, I got a combo. I got to play it to my heart's content. And you just got to be able to weigh it out. So, yeah, that was just one hand. I'm going to do one more test hand just to show you that this deck is just really, really strong. So, don't mind me here. And then I'll show you some individual one-card combos. So, yeah, let's do this. That's probably good enough. Let's see what we get. First two cards. It's okay. Zoa's cool. This is one of those cards you usually want to get from deck, but it's fine. Okay, we have a lovely, lovely extender if we get a way to pay life points. Hey, look, that's a way to pay life points. And a zip wing. So this is probably one of the weaker hands we can draw. However, it is still full combo because we can get 2 level 3s on field. And we can basically do whatever we need. It's a little crusty how we get there, but it's still a way we get there. So first things first, we're going to activate our Better Luck Next Time. This effect will allow us to add a gold prime monster from deck to hand. In this scenario, we probably just want Leon. However, there is an argument to get for like a Nitro Head or a Rollerballer. Because we could always just normal summon one of these. So, actually, I think in this scenario, we are actually just going to not get Leon. And instead, we are going to go and get ourselves a Nitro Head. Because you can give our opponent a token. And that can help us, like, protect ourselves from, like, evenly and stuff. Because worst comes to worst, like I said, our life points are now lower. So, we can just, like, normal summon you. Hey, look, our life points are lower. Special summon effect. Add to our hands our lovely, lovely trap card. And now, hey, look, any 2 level 3s is full combo. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. So, I'm going to lower this so anyone can see. We'll make ourselves a lovely, lovely Doug. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Doug effect allows us to add to a hand. Oh, not Doug, that's Gaganga. He's adding Doug, my bad. Special summon Doug. Doug effect, special summon itself by detaching. Let's give that Mean Merciless into the graveyard. Effect allows us to add to our hand a Grand Entrance. Hey, yo, Grand Entrance, how you doing? As soon as I find you, we'll then activate the Grand Entrance, detaching. Adding to hand and special summoning. We already had the Mean Merciless in rotation, so this, in this case, we'll be getting ourselves lovely, lovely P.U.N.K. as soon as I find them. Hey, P.U.N.K, how you doing? That's engrave. Using these two, we would go for usually Chariot Carry. However, we already have this. I'm not trying to see, where does Chariot Carry lead us? I don't think it leads us anywhere because we go like what? Chariot Carry, detach, send, and then yeah, nothing. Actually, I still think we do it. We still need the material on here. So go for Chariot Carry, effect. We will detach in order to add to hand for a further turn and Foolish Burial. We're gonna send Rollerballer here. Hey, Rollerballer, where are you? Fusion Boy, where are you? Hey, y'all. There he is. And now, we can, so this is in our hand right now. We can, using our graveyard effect of Lovely, Lovely You, banish to detach to add back to hand. Then we can slap on top a lovely, lovely Fortress. Fortress can detach to get ourselves the rank up trap. Hey y'all. And because he has no material, we can just slap this on top. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hey y'all. And then, hey look, and now he has a material we can detach. Activate our lovely, lovely, mean, merciless to detach. Spell summon, effect, spell summon. And now we're just going to keep going as far as we possibly can. So using these two, we will go for a X guard. Activate X guard, we'll detach. Doesn't matter at this point because we already went through all three. And it's not really useful material. Spell summon from deck, a Gigarad. Hey yo, Gigarad, how you doing? We'll activate Gigarad. We don't have a vanilla to pitch, but we can pitch our lovely, lovely XYZ Fortress. Now this can only spell summon out a vanilla from deck because we're not pitching a vanilla. But that is fine because that is still free material. Now, we can use these two. Boop, boop. To go into our lovely, lovely Leviathan. Leviathan can search ourselves the trap card, which is a double pop. Bop, bada, bop. Where are you? Hey, double pop, where are you? I know we didn't open you, so where are you? There it is, the Virtue Stream. And we can activate its effect, detaching. Shuffle you back into the extra deck if we ever need it again. Then, hey look, we control a lovely, lovely Materiactor, special summon, effect, reborn, and add the counter trap. And look, this is without punks, by the way, so this is just me and 2 level 3s, just trying to do our best. Then here, it depends on how far more we want to go. So in our extra deck, we only have 2 more rank 3s we can make. Another carry or a Gossip Shadow. So it ultimately depends on you. For this scenario, we're going to use these two to go for a Chariot carry once again. Then use these two so we can clear up some space. All this goes to grave to go into our lovely, lovely full armor. And now we can special summon from hand because our life points are lower. And we can special summon out our lovely, lovely Fiend Guy. Effect the Fiend Guy. Get ourselves another trap card. Hey yo, let's get ourselves this one, the Metalmorphic trap card. And then this is our end board. So that's on field. That will be our set. And then these 3 are set as well. So even with no punks in hand and just any 2 level 3s, we still ended on a Utopic Draco Future, the X guard into a counter with a counter trap, the full absorbing package, another absorb once you detach a material. This will give our opponent a token, and on our opponent's turn, we can activate this, tributing you, summoning from deck the lovely, lovely full armor, who is an Omni-Negate burn card. We also, of course, have the Virtue Stream, which is a double pop, the critical, which is a Omni-Negate, and a pop summoning out Leon from deck, who will then lovely, lovely either quick synchro using these lovely, lovely Nitro Head for this guy. If we had any Psychics in grave, I'll go for Amazing Dragon, but we don't have any Psychics in grave. At least, I don't think we do. I think we didn't weave through any Psychics this combo. And I was correct. Oh, I guess we have 1 Psychic, but I don't think that counts. Either way, 1 bounce is not comparable to a whole board wipe. Or Psychic and Punisher. Or we can just keep them on field and make Rollerball and absorb the whole field away. So, yeah, that's the deck. Absolutely insane. Because, what is our opponent doing? We're giving them a token underneath their little extra monster zone. So they're playing like Malice. As soon as they summon to the extra monster zone, we can blow it up. We have Omni. I think you're an Omni, right? You negate. Let's see. If this is called Quick Effect, when an opponent activates a card effect, quick effect negate it, and then if it's a monster, your opponent takes burn damage. So it's an Omni. So Omni 1, Omni 2. Lovely, lovely double pop. Absorption, negate, and steal. But you usually don't want to steal because it's stuck on your field. Pop and summon from deck of Leon, who either then quick synchro into another board wipe, or he can reborn the Nitro Head, locking into Gold Pride, and then fusion summoning, absorbing your opponent's field. Yeah, this deck's amazing. So let's now actually go over some one-card combos. So that was just some test hands to show you what I draw and what this deck can do. That was a horrible hand, by the way, but we still were able to do it because this deck is amazing. So, yeah, I love this deck. It is just really, really fun. The only hand trap that really stops it is Drool, or like Fool Loss or Perulia into like 20 other hand traps, which does once in a blue moon happen because I hate those cards. But either way, I think this deck is a super combo wombo. Let's actually show you some tests. I'll show you some test hands. Let me show you some one-card combos. So right now, until the next set comes out, which is like in a couple weeks, E-Tellies are only one-card combo with Terratop. These two are your only one-card combos. This gets you to a level 3, so it's the full Goblin Biker combo, and E-Telly is full P.U.N.K combo. However, there's a lot of 1.5 card combos. This is a 1.5 card combo. However, when a new set comes out, it'll be a 1 card combo. This is a 1.5 card combo because you need a discard. And of course, Xiamen is also another 1.5 card combo. Any 2 level 3s is also full combo. So there's a whole bunch of like random cards in here, like this plus that equals full combo, if that makes any sense. So yeah, we're just gonna show you some combos and go from there. I basically already showed you what Terratop can do. That second combo I did, which is any 2 level 3s, did all that. But I can still show you anyway. But first, let's just show you what E-Telly can do. So we're going to E-Telly for a Xiamen. Xiamen effect, get Overdance, unless you were expecting a Droll, in which case we'll get ourselves a Shirakusai. Pitch the Overdance, get ourselves a lovely, lovely Shirakusai now. Normal summon. Pay 600. We already did it once. This is the second 600 to make a fish. Hey fish, how you doing? Tribute fish. Summon from deck 2 guys. If you were paying attention, you would know that would be Leon. Not Leon, my bad. Wagon and lovely, lovely Deer Note. So let's get them out here. Here comes one. And then here comes the other. We'll pay 600. Get ourselves the lovely, lovely field spell, which I thought we didn't pass, but I guess I was mistaken. We'll then activate the field spell before we synchro summon because we want to start drawing cards. This is our graveyard. We will synchro summon. Needs to. Go for a lovely, lovely Jam Dragon Drive. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 from the Deer Note. We'll revive the Shirakusai. There you go. And we'll add to hand a Madam Spider. Let me just find it real quick. In a blue moon, I will find you. There it is. Then we'll draw a random card off this, which feels really, really good. We're going to have 2 draws. However, in a month, we'll have 3 draws off this, which is really, really cool. So we're just going to get a whole huge hand. So we draw a random card. Hey, it's the next card. Effective field spell summon by banishing. We always want to banish the darks and the lights from grave. Pay 6. Add ourselves the Madam Spider Trap. Hey, y'all. Now, I'm playing into a lot of hand traps right now. But again, this is just a 1 card combo. So I'm not trying to show you what this deck can do, like to play around it. Most of the time, when you're trying to do, is that you're going to try to weave a lovely, lovely Gossip Shadow early in the combo, or just like bait out a nib by like going into 1 half of the combo, then doing the other half when your opponent already nibbed you, which happens a lot. Now we get another draw. There you go. That's like the best draw in the fucking world. We'll E-Telly. It doesn't really matter what we get here. Actually, kind of funny. We can get you. And then now, hey, that's Materiactor material. And now we have a Ghost Ogre. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're actually going to E-Telly for Ghost Ogre, which is hilarious. And now, You want to keep him in hand because you want to pitch the trap card using these two. The only problem with the 1-card combo is that because of he's just stuck here unless we synchro him off. But we don't want to discard this. So we're in a weird predicament where we have so many things we want to do because we want to make him using these two. However, if we do, then let's say we did, right? He's here. Then we have to use these two, and we would have to go for him, and then we would have to pitch our trap to keep going, because this is how it works, but I don't want to do that. So because of that, this is our field right now. I'm going to see where I can go from here. So using these two. Actually, well, do I care about this trap? We're going to have a... Oh, no, because I want to pitch the thing. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to use these two to go for... the Gonga effect. Add Doug. Special Doug by Detacher. Doug effect. Add you. We'll activate detaching. Adding the hand and special summoning. They mean merciless. Then using these two, we go for Chariot Carry. Chariot Carry. We'll detach. Oh, I already taught you shouldn't be doing that. Doesn't really matter because we always have multiple ways of getting it back. But that is a better habit to learn. Always detach and be merciless. Let's see ourselves. We'll get ourselves a U. And we'll Foolish Burial a lovely rollerballer as soon as I find them. Rollerballer is always just meant to be thrown into the trash unless you open them. And even then, when you open them, you want to pitch them. So he just always can send the graveyard. Sorry, rollerballer. We'll activate, taking 900 here to add our hand a carry. A carry effect. Add ourselves a lovely trap card, which will be as soon as I find them. You. So we're actually running out of space as it is. So that's here, that's here. This is our hand. Using these two. Folk for him. And then slap this on top. Effect. Add to our hand a trap we want to pitch. And then, hey, look, we have material we don't like. How do we get rid of it? Well, effect engrave of our grand entrance. Vanish. To detach. Then it add itself back to hand. There you go. This will actually trigger him. I think we are going to absorb him because I don't think he's doing anything else. I don't think we're ever getting another level 3 tuner, which is actually another argument we can do. There's an argument that our level 3 normal monster, we could play like a tuner, so now we can summon it and then use these two to keep going. But I still like the other one, so we're just going to use you to be absorbed. Hey, y'all. Now, this is my hand. And we're going to slap on top you, but we'll put you up here now in the extra monster zone. And then, hey, look, we can activate this card effect engrave. Hello. Doesn't matter where we detach. I kind of want you back engraved, so we'll detach you. Effect, special summon out you. And then, hey, look, we can activate effect, pitching you, special summon itself. Add to hand our lovely vanilla. Where's the vanilla? Hey, vanilla. Which again, if it was a tuner, we could keep going and actually make the synchro, but that's fine. We'll use these two. Go for a U effect. Add to our hand the virtue stream. As you can see, we're just going for the hills. We're going for the stars. We'll detach. Add to hand, back our extra deck guy. Hey, you. We'll use you for next turn. Let's make sure everything's good here. We're going to have plenty of things to reborn from the graveyard, so that's fine. So put that there. This is our hand. And guess what? Utopic Draco Future. We need zones. Bam, bam. Well, do I do that? Because now we lost the Gaganga. Could I have done this and still had Gaganga? Maybe? Because these are on field. No, because I need the zones. Well, I guess I could. No, I had to do it this way because I need the zones. That's the one problem with this deck is zone placements. So we'll make these two. This is my hand still. And then guess what? We can detach. Boop, boop. Special summon from deck. Hey, Gigarad. Gigarad effect. Pitching. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter what I pitch. Well, I pitched the vanilla, of course. Let's pitch you. Special summon from deck. The Zapwing effect. We'll get ourselves the counter trap, and we'll add this back to hand, because why not? And then, using these two, we'll go for Gossip. And then, if we had another XYZ, we can scale you, special summon, if we hit heads, and then make another one. But, we do just have a free material here, so I guess this is something for next time. We got 1, 2, a 3, and a 4 with this in hand. So that is our end board, which is still an insane end board. Like I said, if we can combo to the stars, that'd be greater. But that is our end board. So we have the absorption, we have a negate steal, a negate, and changes effectively both draw a card. Hey y'all, that'd be a Leon, cool. We have a counter trap to add a Ghost Hugger to hand. We have Dangerous Goblin, which is a negate, double pop, summon a Leon from deck, reborn, keep going. Now we probably would use the trap first, but you can't really control what you draw. So that is it for the combo tutorial. I hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. I'll see you on the next one, and bye-bye.